I'm about to save you a lot of money. Now, not on your car insurance, but in your portfolio over the next 5 to 10 years, because there's something that you're going to mess up on eventually. And this is probably it. It's probably not taking your money out of the market. Have you ever round tripped something before? What does that mean? Have you ever bought something, it went up, you didn't sell it, and it came back down? That happens to 99% of people with crypto and in the stock market. And in today's video, let's avoid that. Can we just do that? How to take profits in crypto without selling too early. Here's the framework. I want you to write this down. Making money in crypto, it's not the hardest part. I can give you the entries. I gave a lot of people entries over the years, almost the past 10 years. But keeping it is the hard part. When to allocate, when to reallocate, when to get in, when to get out. Now, there's two concepts here. There's realized gains and unrealized profit or gains. So unrealized is what majority of people, they do. They watch their portfolio go up, go down, go up, go down, and it only exists on a screen. They never actually get out. They never actually put it into fiat, put it into dollars, put it into a house, put it into a car, put it into something else. It's just numbers going up and down, what we call paper profits. We don't want that. We want realized profits, okay? We want to lock in the money, okay? Now, this is where you sell, right, on the way up or swap, and the gain is actually in your possession. Now, a crash or correction, it's bound to happen. And when you're allocating in those times. When you're getting out or locking in profits, it's on the way up. So remember, now, why do you need this exit plan before you buy something? Okay, because when you don't have a plan, it means that there's no clarity. Because somebody will say, well, I'll sell when it's going up. And you buy something for $5 and it goes to 15, and now you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to sell it at 20. Then it hits 17 and then reverses back to 5. I've seen this take place. I've lived through this. I've experienced this. I bought Litecoin at $30, watched it go to 400, and watched it come right back down, and I didn't make any money. I dealt with that in 2017. Now, this is a part of the game. So you have to make this decision before, okay? A plan is a decision made in advance, okay? You decide the rules when you're calm, when you're not watching your portfolio go up and down and you start window shopping what you can buy, what you can do, where you can travel to. No. You buy when you're calm so you don't have to decide on these decisions when you're not. Now, there's 5 questions that every exit plan needs. Okay, number 1, what am I buying? Is it a stock? Is it a crypto? Number 2, what's my time horizon? Am I willing to hold this for months, years, the next cycle? Okay, number 3 is what invalidates the thesis, the point where you're proven wrong. As an entrepreneur, as a trader, as an investor, you have to say, okay, I'm wrong. Let me maybe stop DCAing and wait for maybe a lower price. There's going to be a thesis that gets invalidated eventually. Number 4 is what are my profit targets? That's what we're talking about here in this video. It's got to be specific levels set in advance. When do you know to sell on the chart? You can reach out to me on Instagram and I'll help you learn how to read these charts because there's a science to it. We're not just guessing and picking random numbers. So that's important. Number 5 is what's my long-term position? There is a percentage for almost every crypto I will hold for longer than expected. And the same thing for most stocks. Because what if it does a 30, 40, 50x? We've caught some of these positions that have just kept running and we sell too early. So there's this balance of getting out alive, but also not selling too early. Let's talk about some of these traps, though, that lead into that. So why selling the exact top usually fails? This is what everybody wants to do. They want to snipe the top, get out, and watch the market drop. Remember this, tops are only visible in hindsight. Nobody rings a bell and says, oh, the top is in. Same thing for the bottom. Now, waiting for just a little higher is how gains round trip back to zero. Here's a prime example. When Bitcoin hit 70,000 in 2021, about 70,000. Some people were screaming 100. It hit 70, went back to 16. And let's say you just had a couple Bitcoin and you sold one. You would have been able to turn one Bitcoin to what? 4 or 5 Bitcoin at the bottom. And now you would have had 4 or 5 Bitcoin, and at current prices, that's a bag, okay? You're not that good. I'm not that good. Nobody's selling the exact top. We just need to get close. So I put together this profit-taking system. It's real simple. So tier 1 is you recover what you put in, your cost basis. Okay, tier 2 is, you take profit at certain price levels. Tier 3 is you trim further on strength. As market continues higher, you continue to get out. And then tier 4 is you keep a core position. You hold a smaller remainder for the long-term thesis, regardless of the short-term price. Now, what I like to do is I set take profit 1, take profit 2, and then a swing for take profit 3. So at take profit 1, based off these tiers, tier 1, tier 2, bang. Then take profit 2 is based off of tier 3. And it's that simple, okay? Now, let me give you an example. You have an initial $2,000, something grows to $8,000. So you're up 300%. And some of y'all and some people, they'll be so greedy and they still won't take anything out. So you can recover your initial $2,000 very simply. You can take additional profits in tiers and you maintain a smaller position. So if your peak value gets to $8,000 and you haven't taken profits, let me make this very clear for you. You're greedy. You're going to get crushed. Please stop. And if you're holding an asset right now that's up hundreds of percents and you haven't taken out at least what you put in, you're going to get crushed. So please don't do that. Okay. Please take something out. Okay. That's not financial advice, but please do something, right? So let's come back. When we're putting money in, how does this work? Okay. It's called asset allocation, right? And it's simply how you split your money across different positions. So it's a target, not a prediction. It applies at every single level, and it's a rule that you set in advance. So it's this concept of averaging in. You determine how you're going to average in, then you determine how you're going to average out. But while you're putting money in, you know your risk and you know where you're going to get out. Okay, you build that in the beginning, not while it's happening in the market. Now, why allocation quietly drifts? It's really simple. Winners grow faster than the rest of the portfolio without a single extra purchase. Okay, this is where a position can quietly become the majority of your risk while feeling unchanged day to day. And, when you're drifting, it's invisible until you actually check your current position. So you want to know your allocation prices, your average prices. And you can do that in any regulated platform. If you're doing crypto, your ledger will show this to you. And you need to know your percentages. So should all your money be in one coin? No. One stock? No. There's a part of diversification here while you're allocating. Now, it's real simple. Let's say you take 5%, right? 5%, and that 5% starts to grow, right? There are times where you're going to need to rebalance this portfolio and trimming back into other assets or just back into cash. And these are things that I teach all my students how to do it. And when you're selling, this free game here, be sure you send this video to a friend that needs to hear this. When you're selling, two things that happen here. When you're selling outright, you're converting crypto to cash and you're getting out of the market, right? This fully removes the capital from the crypto or stock. It applies with stock as well. And it's usually just, you getting out of everything. And then you go to dollars and then you go on a vacation with that money. You don't want to do that. You want to take the money, grow it, take the money, grow it, take the money, grow it, and you keep doing that until you get to a sustainable number that potentially can change how you live and change your lifestyle and give you a bigger peace of mind and buy your time back. Now, reallocation is just moving the gains from one position to another. Okay, the capital stays invested, but the concentration risk goes down. So you buy something at $10, you buy Chainlink at 10, it goes to 30. You take that, that difference, that profit, and you move it into another asset, maybe a crypto, maybe a stock, maybe real estate, I don't know. But you move it into something else that can make you more money, and you keep playing that game. And when you're looking at time and rebalancing, right? When something's time-based, You review, you rebalance, it's on a schedule. I like to just look at my portfolio once a month. That's personally what I do. Okay, now threshold base is simple. It's rebalancing whenever a position drifts past basically your take profit. And then you start to reallocate. So once a month, I'll look at stock portfolios, crypto portfolios. But throughout that month, there might be a time where something hits take profit 1. And I make that small change. I take some profit. I go to cash. I go to stablecoin. And boom, that hits. But I would encourage you right now in your calendar, schedule a date. Maybe it's the 1st, maybe it's the 15th, maybe it's every Friday. But at least once a month, you know where the money's going and you review that plan. Okay? Now, last but not least is setting these target ranges and not exact numbers. So if Bitcoin is between 55 and 65, I'm adding. If Bitcoin's at 100 to 125, I'm slowly taking profit. You need to know those numbers before, those ranges before, and don't anchor yourself. Go to my page and watch the video, how to set a budget. That's 1. Number 2, okay, after you have the budget, you're going to learn how to take profits in other videos that are on my channel. But when you have your budget, you know what you're putting into the market every month, right? And you're building that budget and allocating in that range. A range is around the target zone, around the DCA zone. It's not anchored to one number. We don't anchor, we just buy in ranges, and then we sell in certain impulses higher. Now, I want to leave you with something here. I want you to ask yourself this question, okay? What have you been doing? What have you been investing in, okay? Is it just straight speculative assets? Let's bring it back. Okay, there's core, growth, and speculative. Now, core, okay, these positions are the foundation of your portfolio. For me, I call it the crypto big 4. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Ripple. I build those positions. I've built those positions. Now I lean more toward Bitcoin and Ethereum at the current time. But Ripple at one point, we were aggressively, prior to 2021 and during the Trump campaign, life-changing, positions. Okay, then you have growth. These have the strong thesis. Maybe it's certain stocks like the chip sector, right? There's a big narrative there. But remember, what's the core? Okay, and then you have speculative. That's going to be the smallest size positions that you're taking. So this is more of the mid caps in crypto and maybe energy and nuclear in the stock market, right? More speculative, data centers, AI, but emerging spaces. You got to understand every dollar has an assignment. And if all your dollars are being assigned to speculative assets and they don't work out, you've wasted dollars, and we don't want to do that, okay? Now, there are going to be some signs over the next 6 months, 12 months, 18 months of when you want to take profits. Euphoria will be one. Everybody's talking about something. It's time to get out. Price is going only up. Time to maybe start to reallocate a little bit, right? One position has quietly become most of your net worth. Like, let's say Ethereum goes from 2,000 to 10,000. You had a lot of money in Ethereum and other things haven't moved. And now Ethereum is like 80% of your portfolio. Maybe let's reallocate a little bit, right? Maybe the thesis has changed. Geopolitical issues. And if you're ever caught screenshotting your gains, it might be time to take profits. We've all been there. But where do the profits go? Maybe it's cash. Maybe it's debt, repayments. Maybe it's Bitcoin. Maybe it's something that you've always wanted. And I believe in celebrating milestones, right? I have some milestones of when my portfolio hits certain numbers, certain things that I do, or I'll buy, or where I'll go. I believe in that because it keeps you motivated. Taxes, please save money for that. Maybe you diversify. But where can the profits go? It can go to zero if you don't have a plan. And that's the purpose of this video, and I hope you're subscribed to this channel. So here's a quick checklist. Take a picture of this. And here's the big takeaway, is you don't need to sell everything, but you need a system that converts gains back into something that the next crash cannot take back. My name's DeFi Mike. Hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, like it and go watch some other videos on the channel. I'll put a few in the description down below.